my husband met another woman and told her that has a widower and that his wife, me, died a year ago. We've been married for 5 years, together for 35 meters. Used to be a nice, calm guy. Over the past 2 years, it seems like has lost interest in our relationship. It all started around the time I, 26F, got pregnant with our son and we never went back to normal. He slowly turned into this scary guy who yells and breaks things when he's upset, so I tend to avoid any type of confrontation because I know how scary he gets and I don't want that around my son. I don't know if that maybe pushed him away even more. I noticed has been coming home late, is on his phone a lot, and that has always transferring money out of our joint account. First few times I asked him about the money, I got yelled at because I don't work and it's technically his money and blah blah blah, so I stopped asking questions. Anyway, today, a girl messaged me of Facebook saying that she's been dating my husband for about 4 months now, that she didn't know I was alive because he told her that I died a year ago. She sent me screenshots of their conversations and selfies of them. Him trying to keep my cool for my son, but inside him destroyed. I don't know how to bring it up to him or what to do because I know the way he reacts and that scares me. Please do not confront him or let him know you're aware of his infidelity. He's financially trapped you, but fortunately there are domestic violence organizations with legal assistance. Please talk to them before anything else. They can point you in the right direction. The fact that your husband has the temper he does is alarming, but him telling people you've died is such a warning bell. This is the hash to the National Domestic Violence Hotline. 18,709,233. I agree, the most dangerous days for you are when he knows you are leaving and the next few days afterwards. If you can start taking cash out in small amounts slowly and stash it somewhere if you don't have your own bank account, just in case you will need some. Don't say anything to your husband and talk to a lawyer ASAP. Document everything and make sure he can't find those documents and destroy them. Get a hold of all your personal documents and those of your child, birth certificates, passports, all government ID, and secure them away from the house, your lawyer's office, a safety deposit box, etc., where he can't find them. Start funneling some money into accounts that are in your name only. Get resources together, a safe place to stay when you leave, etc. Your divorce lawyer should be able to help you with all of this. Do not tell him anything until you have your resources together and are ready to leave. Get a good attorney and let that attorney do your talking for you. If your husband has anger issues, the main thing you need to be focused on is protecting yourself and your child. You could get cash back at grocery stores to help start that bug out fund. He slowly turned into this scary guy who yells and breaks things when he's upset, so I tend to avoid any type of confrontation because I know how scary he gets and I don't want that around my son. I don't know if that maybe pushed him away even more. I got yelled at because I don't work and it's technically his money and blah blah blah, so I stopped asking questions. These things are forms of domestic violence. Anyway, today, a girl messaged me of Facebook saying that she's been dating my husband for about 4 months now, that she didn't know I was alive because he told her that I died a year ago. She sent me screenshots of their conversations and selfies of them. Your husband who engages in violent behavior has been saying that you're dead to his affair partner. I don't know how to bring it up to him or what to do because I know the way he reacts and that scares me. Seek a domestic violence hotline to ask for advice and find a lawyer to plan your divorce. I don't think you'll gain anything out of confronting him with this subject. It will only be a fight that may turn ugly, and your relationship is beyond salvaging and a risk to yourself. Whatever it may look like aside from what you've told us. Started dating when they were 18 and 27, and he lost interest the second he realized she had become an adult. Since then has become increasingly volatile, controls her finances, having affairs and barely trying to hide them. This has every mark of an abusive relationship. Please get out as soon as possible. Yep, I wonder what age the new girl is. $10 says she's considerably younger than Opus. Keep your head down. Do not bring this up to him. Text the girl back and tell her not to tell him you know because you're afraid of what he'll do. Call a lawyer first thing in the morning. Pack up your important papers. As much stuff as you need, but can easily fit in the car. Then you and son either go stay with a friend, family member, or at a hotel. Be gone before he gets home from work. Don't tell him where you are. Get yourself some cash, whatever's around the house. If you don't have family you can lean on, do you have anything you can sell for quick cash? Closed bracket comma. Ask the lawyer how much you can take out of the bank without causing yourself issues down the road and move it into an account in just your name. I would also ask the lawyer about a temporary restraining order. Please get yourself and your son to a safe place. Update in a few days and let us know you're safe, please. 1. Save the screenshots and save the bank statements. 2. Do not confront him. If he has a temper chances are it'll escalate. 3. See a lawyer about divorce and full custody. 4. Talk with friends or family about moving in with them. 5. Move out and present him with the papers, but do not do so alone. 100%. Do not talk to him. Do the above. Move out while he's at work and then serve him with divorce papers. My ex-husband used the same line with his mistress. He's a narcissist. File for divorce as soon as possible. Glad you are okay. Pretty sure Scott Peterson used this line too. He did. So did Chris Watts, that killed his wife and daughters. Not to mention quite a few people on Discovery ID. They use being a widow to gain sympathy and as a way into the new partner's soft side. Then they have to eliminate the problem. I really don't want to be alarmist, but this is what Scott Peterson told his mistress before his pregnant wife went missing. Yes, the widower excuse is a huge red flag for me. Maybe I listen to too much true crime. But this is scary. I hope Bob has means to protect herself while she prepares to leave him. You are in an abusive relationship and need to take steps to leave immediately. Take precautions and stay safe. It sounds like you are in a relationship with someone who lacks empathy, personality disordered, and you are in the discard phase. Contact an attorney and a therapist in that order. If you have no support system, contact your local women's shelter. I'm so sorry. You will get through this and heal. I'm not a professional, but I would almost guarantee this with my own personal history dealing with personality disorders. This person will never get better, only worse. You did nothing to cause this. His parents did. You don't bring it up. You get a lawyer and file divorce immediately. Then you get him served. You must do this because you need to throw a bucket of cold water on him. He has created an elaborate series of lies to you and his affair partner to hide a series of long-term affairs. He is spending sums of money on his bimbos. This is not his only one. The woman likely isn't a bimbo. She thought she was dating a widow. Something sent her looking, and she may be saving Op's life or at least saving her from a volatile situation. This should awfully similar to what Scott Peterson was up to before when he killed Lassie. Don't say anything yet. Hopefully the other woman didn't tell him you know. Make sure to gather all of your personal, legal documents for your child and yourself. Put them somewhere he won't find them. A security box at the bank would work if you can make it. Get a burner phone if you're able. Create a different email he has no clue about so he doesn't try to hack it. Send all screenshots and any other proof to your new email account as well. Send to someone you can trust and or on an USB drive and put it in your lockbox. Get copies or digital copies of all of the bank statements. Also include those in sending to your email and storing a hard copy he can't get a hold of. Every time you go to the store get some cash back if you can get away with it. Let your lawyer know. Technically, you're married so you can spend it, but letting the lawyer know covers you. Talk to family or friends for you to move out. Do not do it while he is there unless you have someone else there or cops on standby. Make sure when you talk to an attorney they are superb with divorces and custody. Also, from now on out keep a log about any abusive, yes, doing that with the money count, behavior. Is he yells at you or your son anytime he is out late, etc. As with everything else I said, keep 2 copies. When abusive people find out their partner is keeping a log they can flip out. Do not leave your son alone with him. Also, this may sound silly to some. Create a safe word to use with friends and family. That way, If he starts getting out of control and you need help, calling 911 can be too hard, but having a simple safe word can indicate to them you need help so they can call the police and come help you. Do not leave any texts on your phone about this word. Make it something simple, short, but not something be easily mistaken. Add this word to your phone dictionary if you have that option so that it pops right up when you start to type it. I hope you are safely able to get out and away from that pathetic excuse of a husband. If I were you, would take what he told that woman as a potential threat just to be safe. You can never be too safe, especially because your son needs you. WTFFF, wow, this is messed up. I'm so sorry. Call a lawyer and talk to them first before you do anything. Show the lawyer your evidence of the affair. Figure out your exit strategy, and bam. Slap down those divorce papers. Do not speak with him after you do that. Make him go through your lawyer. As for the kid, well, you gotta ask the lawyer about him too. Hey, the fact that you say my son rather than our son probably already shows that subconsciously you're ready to just leave him. He has no respect for you, and it's obvious he won't be giving you the respect you deserve until he realizes it's too late. But you can't have mercy on a man that tells another woman you're dead. He cold said maybe he wasn't married or he was in a really messed up relationship. The fact that he went with the I'm a widow story says that maybe figuratively you are dead to him. I hate to be harsh and forward, but in a situation this serious it's inevitable. Someone is bound to tell you at some point. This is what Scott Peterson told his mistress before he murdered his pregnant wife and unborn child. Please take everyone's advice here and devise a safe plan of escape. Best wishes. Sounds like the relationship died a year ago. Time to bury it and start over. Usually I would say to confront him, but if you believe that he could be violent or something could happen to your son, consult a lawyer. Keep evidence of everything. Are you me? This is how I found out my ex cheated on me. The other girl reached out to me and said he told her I had died in a car accident. Save your screenshots and ruin. Talk to a lawyer. Make sure your funds are secure so he can't take your money and get out. He has no respect for you, your son, or your marriage. I actually confronted my ex and honestly there was nothing he could have said that would have made the situation better because he clearly didn't value our relationship and killed me off so that he could get some. Hoping you and your son stay safe. This storyline must happen a lot because it's also in dead to me. Don't say anything. Keep the screenshots. Go see a divorce lawyer as soon as possible. A story as old as time. Psychopaths get you in a position where you can't defend yourself or escape, and then they turn the screws on you until they have ruined you. Then they go on to the next victim. Beware. This can take many years. He is not done with you yet, not by a long shot. Protect yourself. Get tested for STDs. The woman who contacted you is probably not the only woman he has in the side. I truly hope the lawyer you get is a total shark who takes your husband for every penny. Him trying to keep my cool for my son, but inside him destroyed. I don't know how to bring it up to him or what to do because I know the way he reacts and that scares me. As others have said, don't bring it up to him. Get somewhere safe. Reach out to whatever support network you have left and even lean on people he caused you to cute out. There may be people that you used to close to that you are no longer, but they may be aware this is his fault. You aren't safe, and I suspect he's controlling. I noticed has been coming home late, is on his phone a lot, and that has always transferring money out of our joint account. First few times I asked him about the money, I got yelled at because I don't work and it's technically his money and blah blah blah. So I stopped asking questions. You're married. So bullshit. Yeah, he can have a boat or a project car because he works so hard for the family, but he cannot bluntly hide money. Also, if you both decided that you'd stay home with the kid while he provided, you're doing 100% of what is expected of you. He slowly turned into this scary guy who yells and breaks things when he's upset. So I tend to avoid any type of confrontation because I know how scary he gets and I don't want that around my son. I don't know if that maybe pushed him away even more. Most humans don't make choices in a relationship that result in property damage. If he somehow expects you to take said risk, it is another sign he's unhinged. We've been married for 5 years. Together for 8. B. 35 meters. Used to be a nice, calm guy. Over the past 2 years, it seems like has lost interest in our relationship. It all started around the time I, 26F, got pregnant with our son and we never went back to normal. Age is a number, but I find half your age plus 7 a good rule of thumb to decide if someone you already suspect is a dirtbag actively groomed their partner. 35. 8 equals 27. 26. 8 equals 18. 27 over 2 plus 7 equals 20. 5. 18. 25. That's a sign he may have groomed you. I suspect the only reason you've put up with his bullshit is the relationship started before you had much relationship experience and adulting experience, so it is easier for you to accept violence, lack of emotional control, deception with regards to finances, him not explaining how he spends his time. Everyone deserves a little privacy, but he's blown far past that. Edit. Anyway, today, a girl messaged me of Facebook saying that she's been dating my husband for about 4 months now. That she didn't know I was alive because he told her that I died a year ago. She sent me screenshots of their conversations and selfies of them. If she's under 25, this would further back grooming suspicions. You're married. So bullshit. Yeah, he can have a boat or a project car because he works so hard for the family, but he cannot bluntly hide money. Also, if you both decided that you'd stay home with the kid while he provided, you're doing 100% of what is expected of you. Thank you. If a stranger takes care of your child, you pay them for their services. Why on earth should the parent who performs this service not have access to the family money? Take screenshots of the things this other woman sent you. Take your child and get somewhere safe. You don't want yourself or your child anywhere around him when you confront him. He has already killed you off in his story. He's not just lying to you. He lied to this other woman as well. He's not a safe person for you to be around. Tell family and friends so they can help look out for you, and so his lawyer can't say you never told anyone there was a problem. But first and foremost, get yourself somewhere safe with your kid as quickly as possible. If she told him she contacted you, you could be in danger. Don't bring it up. What was he going to do to you if he decided to stay with her? How was he going to explain an obviously alive wife? You have a child together, and he could have never faked you being dead. He's violent and abusive, and pretends you're dead. Take your kid and leave. Once you're gone, you can confront him via text or in person with a witness present without your son. Collect evidence. Collect your documents and your child's documents. Get out of there as soon as possible. Contact a lawyer. This is so scary. For him to grow increasingly aggressive and abusive, and then to tell someone you were dead. Terrifying. Please get your son and get out while he's gone during the day. Do you have someone else you can stay with? You were 18 when you met him. He's a predator. I was trapped in an abusive relationship with a predator that caught my naive ass when I was 20. He was 31 years older than me. He became more manipulative and controlling and violent with me over time as I matured and became aware of his abuse tactics and tried to get out. He threatened me to stay with him or he would come after my family. I stayed for 4 years after to protect my family while I planned my escape. It will not get better. Do not confront him. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. What you need to do immediately is the following. Call around to friends you trust or your family and ask if you can stay with them for a few days. Secure a safe place to go. Gather important documents like your marriage license, birth certificate, etc. And pack a bug out bag for you and your son. Just the essentials. Have them ready to go. When your husband leaves for work, pack your son up and get out. Go to the bank and take out as much money as you are able to from your joint account with your husband. Get to the safe place you have arranged and call a divorce lawyer. Do not talk to your husband and if possible, secure the assistance of his mistress by asking her not to let him know that you know. Once you are safely out of harm's way, tell her to get away from him too. If you have no resources to turn to, go to their hotline.org or call 1-800-799-7233 to connect with the National Domestic Violence Hotline for assistance. They have resources to help you get out of your abusive relationship. Please stay safe and update us as soon as you are able to. I'll be praying for you. He went after you when he was 27 and you were 18. WTF! Exclamation mark. On top of all the other stuff. He's clearly a pedo. You need to document the cheating. Get the best lawyer possible. File for divorce. And get full custody. Be careful. Scott Peterson told his mistress this lie. Don't say anything to him. Because he is violent. Your goal is to organize everything safely and quietly. Do not make even a peep about your plans while you are still within his reach. Please click subscribe if you enjoyed this video.